One after anything, passing on time bring another show today. This one's a really special one. I want you to pay attention to. Talking a little bit about the coronavirus, a little about the stock markets, and some tips on what you need to do if you haven't already gotten prepared to get ready for this onslaught. 'Cause it's coming. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be pretty. So stay tuned and let's get started. All right. None of this is financial advice, as you know. I'm just a normal guy shooting another video, trying to share some thoughts about what you need to do, what you can be prepared for. Because if you weren't around for 2008 was nasty. It was ugly. And we're probably going to see something very similar, just in a different form, different fashion. And of course, you have the government coming in, try to save the economy and everything. As you see, this past week hasn't been that great. You know, S&P index, finished off just below 3,000, 28 below 2,800, give or take, or around 2,800. And, so a lot of you were looking like this guy. If you're looking like this guy, don't worry. We all felt like this week. It was bad for everybody. You know, but if you're an experienced investor, you're probably happy because we're waiting for a correction, waiting for the market to cool off, waiting for some stocks to go on sale. And if you had money sitting on the side, this is perfect opportunity right now. I mean, because I don't think stocks are going to jump back up, what they were very anytime soon. Not until the coronavirus gets contained. That's my personal thoughts. Not until there's a cure for all this, because it's spreading. Started out in China, hitting other Asian countries, hitting European countries, and it's here in the U.S. as well. So you've got to be ready. You got to be prepared. And I'm going to share you some tips with you right now. You need to be prepared for. Oh, actually, the next slide. But you know, everyone's talking about it. Everyone's hitting all these. It's read everywhere, just about every website. Here's the one I want to talk about. One of my friends shared this on her site on Facebook, so I just wanted to share this really quickly. This is California. I'll go through this really quickly. As you aware, there's a lot of information in the media about COVID-19 or the coronavirus. You're asking how this may affect our district. Maintaining continuous contact with our country or our county, state health officials, da 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 da. Okay, basically avoid contact with people who are ill. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then throw it in the trash. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water. Stay at home if you're ill. Okay, especially if kids. If your kids are sick, leave them home. Don't send them to school. Contact your health provider if you're feeling any flu-like symptoms you may have. Some more tips right here. You know, to help spread of respiratory disease like the COVID-19, avoid close contact with people who are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then throw the tissue in the trash. Clean and disinfect frequently to any touched objects or surfaces. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you're sick, and wash your hands often with soap and water at least 20 seconds. Okay. All right. The Wall Street Journal, stock extend the fall to the worst week since 2008. I'm sure a lot of you are watching your stocks go down this week. It wasn't pretty. Everyone saw Tesla make that huge drop. All your other favorite stocks made huge drops as well. I bought some stocks this past week because I have money sitting on the side, which is always, I think I might have mentioned it before, but I have a lot of cash sitting on the side because when the stock market is high, it's overheated. A lot of stocks are doing great. Things like this are going to happen. You don't know when it's going to happen, and nobody knew this was going to happen. It just happened. You know, CNBC historic week on Wall Street ends. Dow down 3,600 this week. Also on CNBC, where's the market headed? Uh, Quick little, I don't think he went a whole lot of detail, but nobody really knows. But it's not looking positive right now. Everyone's expected the U.S. to do, you know, lower interest rates, which may help, and that may help stabilize things are going in now. But a lot of countries in China, they're having issues. A lot of things are closing down. I saw that they're closing down Disneyland in Japan. Other places are probably closing down as well, just because they don't want this to spread. It's only going to make things worse for the country. All right. This is off of Barron's. Stocks rally into the closing bell to end the worst week since the financial crisis. The stock slides, dividend yields spike. I haven't checked out that article, but I probably need to. Gilead Sciences, another stock that has been performing well, trying to help out, combat what's going on with the coronavirus. Uh, Mike Maloney, if you haven't read Mike Maloney's book, How to Invest in Gold and Silver, it's a great book. It's under the Robert Kiyosaki brand. I encourage you to check it out. He's also talking about, same thing going on because actually the gold market is doing well right now because of everything that's going on. This is what he's been waiting for, something like this to happen, economic crisis, because gold and silver metals, they will do well in this time of uncertainty. All right. IPOs that came out in 2019, they're doing all right. But any future IPOs coming out this year, they've all been getting put on hold because there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. A lot of companies don't want to, come out with their new IPO. So a lot of things get put on hold for this time being. This is how last year's IPOs, how they're looking. You know, Beyond Meat's coming down a little, Uber's coming down a little. I may buy Uber if it drops below 30. I'm really looking at $20, but that may be a big stretch for me. But Lyft dropped down to 38.60. Lyft's come down a lot actually, so it may actually drop below Uber. So we'll have to keep watching, see how that one goes. Pinterest, about $20. Zoom is actually performing well. That might be one you want to check out. Zoom is actually increasing. I checked out the stats over the last week or two, and it's actually increasing because a lot more people are staying home. A lot more people are not doing work, and companies want to do something to keep their company going. So they're using Zoom, the Zoom platform, to shoot their videos and everything. Actually, I'm using Zoom right now, shooting my video. Some other IPOs, CrowdStrike, Slack, Peloton, Luckin Coffee, Chewy. These are coming down a little bit as well. I think I can't remember if I mentioned this, but Amazon. There are a lot of things you're buying on Amazon. Some of these sellers are jacking up the prices. Things like their mask and other things that are related or dealing with the coronavirus. They're jacking up the prices a lot. So really do your due diligence. You want to look for something on Amazon because some of these companies are jacking up the prices a lot. So you really got to watch out for what you're doing because you don't want to overspend. And there are other sellers that are really keeping their integrity and not trying to, price gouge you at this time. All right. Here, this is quick little image on Wuhan. This is where everything all started with the coronavirus. This pretty much talks about how to keep your cool head on and how to protect your 401k. These are some tips they outlined. Pretty much review your investments, find out what you have, because it really wants to come down. You want to limit your Asian exposure. Asia is going to be in a rough time for at least a good year, maybe more. So you want to trim any holdings you have with Asia. But if you're a long-term investor, it may be a good time to buy some things as well. So, but don't buy too early because I don't think we've seen the worst of this yet. I think stocks can probably have a lot more ways to go. So that's just my personal opinion. That's what I think. Evaluate any multinational corporations you have. Strengthen your positions in U.S. companies. U.S. companies are going to do well right now. Of course, they're going to get beaten down a little, but it's also a good time probably to buy some stocks on sale. This is a good time to start looking between now and the next month or two. A lot of prices will start to drop and be more favorable to what you want to buy. So just stay calm, stay cool, stay collected. You don't want to be like this guy worrying. Things are going to get better. So just stay cool, stay calm, stay collected. Yeah, these are my personal thoughts now. Like I said, I've been through this before. I've seen it. There's nothing new, but so I have some experience. So I want you to pay. If you're still here, stay. I'm here. Comment down below. I'm here. If you don't already, you got to have money on the side. For, like I mentioned earlier, with the stock market at overinflated prices, you got to have money on the side for times like this because when you want to buy stuff that's on sale, you need the money. I mean, yes, you may have regular money put in every month, but if you don't have money sitting on the side for times like this, it's really going to be it's painful. So you may see this again in the future. On average, it's about 8 to 10 years as a market correction. So you got 10 more years to prepare for that. Stay the course in whatever you're doing. If you're investing, continue to invest. Don't jump out of the market. Um, some people, I know, I watched listen to Phil Town. I think he said he's getting completely out of the market, and he may stay out. Like he said, same thing happened. He did last time when the market crashed. He got out for a year before he jumped back in again. But he's a millionaire, so he can do that. But you and me, we're not there yet. So we're just, a lot of sort of more amateur investors and just trying to figure out how to make things life our future. So I would continue just continue to buy low, continue on a consistent basis, dollar cost average every month, keep buying. I continue to invest in good dividend stocks. Be patient. This is not going to correct. It's not going to fix itself overnight. Consider adding some precious metals or stocks, to your portfolio, because these these areas will do very well in this time. I can't really recommend any at this point. I'm still looking for any. If you know any, drop the comments below. But I own actually physical silver, silver coins, silver bullion. That's I'm probably going to sell. I've been waiting to sell for some of these because I've held on some of these since at least 2008, if not longer. And I like to sell some of these and get them off and just have money come back in and then redivert it, put it back into passive income investments. If you're near retirement, trim some of your exposures to some high risk stocks because, you're looking to retire very soon, the next maybe 2 or 3 years. So you want to really watch where your money's going, where your money's placed. If your advisor hasn't, helped you out, you really need to look at where your money is right now because I know a lot of people in their last crash, they lost their investments because of that, and so they had to work longer. So you have to ask yourself: do you want to work longer, or do you want to, retire on time? So I just pray you're doing well. Hopefully everything is not this doesn't hurt you too bad so far. So if you haven't, make sure you like, subscribe, click the bell notification. I'll be back again this Tuesday with another video. This one will be more focused on Tesla, give more details on my thoughts on Tesla, and maybe where I'm looking to buy to add more shares to my portfolio. All right. But overall, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you again soon. Take care.